Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Super Metroid Let's Play here on the HeavyPSX channel. Today we have completed what we can at Norfair and we're heading straight to the surface of Criteria. To do that we have to go back the way we came, but there are a few items on the way, so don't get too distressed. So, let's take the lift back to Brinstar. Brinstar is a wonderful, wonderful place. Not really, it's kind of full of slags, really. So, let's get back to where we were before. And we'll go back into here, as it were. By the way, if you're going to be hearing a noise or something, but my new computer is active today. It looks badass. I mean, I've named it Tauros. It's brilliant. Gonna be introducing him in a video, and he looks pretty beast. I mean, even better than what I've seen from Matt Zion's new computer. It kind of looks cool as well, but I mean, his glows blue and mine glows blue in 3 places. So what can I expect? Anyway, you've seen me talk about these places before. This is basically the area where we have to come back to precisely later. But before we do that, we're gonna have to go this way. That would have been cool if I actually bloody landed him and then freeze him as soon as I land on him. Anyway, remember you noticed that yellow door that we saw in the previous chambers? Now that we have power bombs, I believe we'll investigate what is in that area. Maybe I don't know what could be there, but there is a room beyond there. We must head towards there because I'm curious. I want to see what it contains. Yeah, this is going to be a bit tricky. Right. As you did in that previous room, avoid hitting the enemies like that. If you hit those, you lose the lighting in the room. It's kind of difficult when you take on... Now, swing across this chamber here. I mean, really, you must swing across this. It's kind of important that you do so. And without getting hit, please. It's a lot easier if we don't get hit at all. Yeah, I think. So, as usual, fire missiles to open the door. Although, if you want to, you could just use super missiles to open the doors. But super missiles are very useful, and we can't really waste them. Lost the ball, but yeah, it was a glitch. It was a glitch and a half. Just stay rolled up, then you head towards the left. I mean, you get a reward. It's a brand new item, the X-ray scope. It's basically an item that's needed for hunting down items, and so far we don't really need it. But you do need it to get out of the room, so we have to get out of the top left way. To do so, we're going to need to use the Morph ball and the bombs, because it's kind of useful this way. So, bomb this area, go back up here, go this way, go back down, get out of the door. It's going to be very difficult because we have to get out the more difficult way. Back the way we go. And there's technically... Well, what? Ow. That had to hurt. Anyway, start swinging. I said swing and not get caught in the fucking trap. Besides, if you hit the spikes, you lose 30 health. 30 health, you really do need the health in this game, and its spikes represent more destructive mode. So, now that we actually have this mode, back to this. Now to just carefully get back to the main chamber. Even means taking down enemies, which is very tempted by this now, but you don't really want to do that, and you don't really want to lose health at this point. So, we lost quite a bit of health. That's not very good. Sadly, we are going to have to go back down the chamber, back to the energy chamber. I don't trust any of the enemies coming out here. And I know it's kind of like wasting time, because we really got to get this done within like a certain specific time. Speed, and of course, item collecting is often the rage in these games. So, let's go, but now we do that again. Let's freeze the enemies and head up the chamber. Of course, there is an item that you can get later on, which eliminates the need to use ice beam combo all the time. Very useful, very highly. It was introduced in the second game as a major tool, and it kind of was important. So let's kind of wrap this up. So let's grab this health as much as we can, because trust me, we're going to be needing the health. Up to the chamber we go. Back to the top of the big huge chamber, or the tall shaft. Trust me, innuendos are fresh today for some reason. So you don't need me to tell you, just freeze. Although you do need to be objective when it comes to shooting enemies. Just saying. Now that we're past this, now that we're back here in this interesting chamber, we can keep shooting our way across. So that done, head towards there, keep shooting. Very important that you do so. And trust me, you need to do it. Do it now. Back here again, where we first found the power bombs. Actually, this is the first time we found the power bombs in the game. If you want to make a quick save, go ahead. It's not necessarily, it's just me being thorough here. Usually these bits last a lot, so we're done with this bit. Can we get on with the game, please, Mr. Guy who plays the game? Seriously? I don't know, his name's Tarrison. He's a bit of a prick. Seriously? Sometimes I just don't know why. I'm trying to do things here, please. It's my work. Anyway, take the shaft out. Now that we can take this lift up all the way back to the surface. So, why we're doing this? Well, mainly because our next destination is on the surface in an area that we haven't seen before. They made two areas of Zebes that was previously unknown apart from Brinstar and Norfair. And that's Criteria, or another part of Criteria, and Meridia, which we're going to be seeing vastly later, only in 2 parts. Anyway, don't go left because it takes you back to the ship, to be honest, and you're kind of full. So now comes another difficult obstacle. You're now facing lots of water. Obviously, water is a big health hazard in all Metroid games. Because previously it was lava. No, it was acid in the first one. And in the sequel, it was more consistent issues. But the second Metroid had established some of the weaponry in that game, which included the specific item in general. So, cross to this. Now we enter another new part, which is the other side of Criteria. But before we go in further into this watery part, there is a little segment that we could definitely cross here, since, well, technically you can't. You want to wait till later to do this? I don't think so. And that is missile pack number 100. This takes our missile tally to 110. More missiles, more epic time for missiles. Anyway, so now that we completed this bit, let's get out of the water because it's unpredictable and we really don't want to do that. So save here and let's cross this bit using a combination of time jumps, time somersault jumps, and the grappling hook. Make your way across to this area here. Much as we love to explore, we have to get out of the ship. And now, we enter a new part of the game that is specifically hidden in this part. The hidden ship. A hidden alien ship on Zebes. Kinda creepy, isn't it? But we really haven't got much, because in the next part we'll be facing the boss, one of the boss guardians. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, see you later. And it says, oh crap, ghost.